And inhale, exhale completely. And then on the next inhalation, take both hands to your left thigh, press through your sitting bones, lift up through your core, and then spiraling the spine to look behind you. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. And just taking your arms out wide, rolling the shoulders in one direction, but try not to shrug so much, just reaching out through the fingertips, lifting up. And then roll the shoulders the other way, the arms. Inhale, then turn your palms up, lift your arms up, press through your fingertips. You can come into James Bond fingers if it's easier, then draw your shoulder blades down your back. And then we're just going to keep softening through the hip flexors, so lowering, trying to keep the thighs soft and just sway from side to side, but feel the stretch at the side of the body. Okay, then exhale, release your hands down, come into child's pose. Really actively feeling into the pose, press the palms down, slide them away from you, lowering your tailbone towards your heels. Inhale, come forward, come up into down dog. Take 3 breaths, place your hands well. And as you inhale, lower the left heel to the mat, lift the right leg. You're going to keep it up there, point the toe. Try to lower the right hip down so the hips are level. And then flex the foot. So feel the back of the thigh, point the foot, feel the quad engage, flex the foot, and then place the foot down, lower the right heel to the mat, lift the left. So point the left foot, feel that thigh internally rotating so the pelvis is level. Flex the foot, point, flex, then float the foot back down, back into down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Take 2 breaths. So think of the index finger and the thumb, press into them so you're not rolling onto the outer of the side of the hands. And then roll forward into plank, knee to nose. Place the right foot between your hands, come up into high lunge. So make sure the feet are hip distance apart. Squeeze the glutes, sink down so the right knee is above the right ankle, lift up through the left thigh. Level the hips, inhale. So just keep your arms shoulder width apart. Draw the shoulder blades down your back, look up at your thumbs. Squeeze the thighs to the midline. Exhale, palms down, step back to down dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, lift the left leg, lower the right heel. And then come up onto the toes, roll forward into plank, knee to nose. Place the left foot hip distance apart. Come up into high lunge. Bring your arms up. Squeeze the thighs to the midline, lift up through the core, draw the shoulder blades down your back, look up at your thumbs. Exhale. Palms down, step the right foot forward. Hands to hips. Squeeze the thighs, lift up through the core, come up to stand. So standing in Tadasana. And just take 3 breaths here. Feel the length of the spine. Relax your shoulders. Find your drishti gaze. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms together. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, roll into plank chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Come forward to Ardha Uttanasana halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. So really think about your dog here. Feel where, if you need to paddle your heels slowly, you feel that helps to loosen through the backs of the calves. And bend your knees slightly to help with the stretch through the spine if your hamstrings are tight. Inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Come forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 round of Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Warrior 1 on the right side. Bring the right foot between your hands, lower the left heel. Reaching up, look at the palms, the thumbs rather. Exhale, step back, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring the left leg forward, drop the right heel. Virabhadrasana 1. Oops. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. So regulate your breathing. Inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Come forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale to chair pose. Lifting up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. So stepping the left foot back into high lunge. So feet hip distance apart. Make sure you're lifting up through that back thigh. Keeping the right knee above right ankle. Inhale, bring the palms together. Squeeze the thighs to the midline, reach the chest forward. You're going to take the left elbow or top of the left arm across the left thigh. Press the palms in together. The right elbow goes up. Squeeze the thighs together. Reach through the crown of the head and then spiraling through the spine to look up to the right. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, look down. Exhale, palms down, take a vinyasa. So that's stepping back, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, step the right foot between your hands. Drop the left heel down, come up into warrior one. Sink through the right knee, drive through the left heel. Arms come up. Squeeze the palms or James Bond fingers, draw the shoulder blades down your back. So feel that upper back curling out. And exhale, palms down, step back to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Roll forward into plank, knee to nose, left foot then comes between your hands, high lunge. Bring your arms up. Oops. I don't know what my balance is today. So squeeze the thighs to the midline. Draw your shoulder blades down your back so then you can lift through the core, lean back. Let's see your gaze is between your thumbs. Inhale. So really squeezing the thighs to the midline, bring your palms together. You can use your left hand to press the thigh inwards to bring the tricep across that thigh, but keep sinking the hips. Keep the left knee above left ankle, palms together. Squeeze the core, reach through the crown of the head, lift through the back thigh. Revolve, so you're bringing the right side of the ribs across the thigh and then look up. Inhale. As you look down, exhale. Release the hands down. Step back to down dog. Take a vinyasa, roll into plank, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, roll into plank, knee to nose, left foot between your hands. Drop the right heel down, come up into warrior one. So make sure that right toes are pointing more forward so you can sink through the left knee but rotate the hips towards the front of the mat. Bring your arms up. And notice just how even when you take the gaze up, it affects your center of gravity. Exhale. Palms down, step back to down dog, take 3 breaths. So we're going to roll forward into plank, but firstly we'll do just plank, high plank. So pressing up through the palms, weight, so pressing into the index finger and the thumb in particular, and then rounding out. Don't forget to push up between the shoulder blades, squeeze the ankles and thighs towards each other, and then inhale, lift the hips, come back into down dog. So you can stay doing that, or we're going to lift the right leg, not too high. So as you roll forward into plank, flex the foot, so the toes are pointing down. So now your legs should be level with your hips and your shoulders. Push up between the shoulder blades, squeeze the core, keep the pelvis level, so lower that right hip, and then inhale, lift up the right leg, lower the left heel, come back into down dog. So you can do it just in plank, or you can lift the left leg, flex the heel, roll forward into plank. So coming onto the toes of the right foot, the ball and toe, press through the shoulders, and then inhale, lift the left leg up, lower the right heel, come back into down dog. Okay, we can do that again. Lift the right leg, flex at the ankle, roll forward into plank. Really press through the palms, squeeze your core. Keep that right hip level, right side of the hip level, and then inhale, lift back up, lift the right leg, lower the left heel, and then come back into down dog. Last one, left side. Inhale, lift the left leg, lower the right heel, flex the left foot, roll forward into plank, come into the ball of the right foot. Hips level, squeeze the thighs to the midline, punching out between the shoulder blades, extending through the crown of the head. And then inhale, lift up the left leg, lower the right heel, come back into down dog, and then come into child's pose. And take your arms behind you with the palms facing up. And you can just clench and release your hands just to get the blood moving from the wrists. Okay, coming up, coming forward into puppy pose. So having toes tucked under, thighs parallel, and you want your hips above your knees. And then take the hands away so that you can lower your forehead, the tip of your nose to the mat. You can put them on a rolled up towel or your block. And then as you reach straight arms, so the elbows are lifted away from you, tip your tailbone up. So feel the shoulders here, feel you're lowering the armpits towards the mat, but keep tipping the tailbone up, squeeze your core. And then inhale, come to tabletop. Hands under shoulders. So you're going to sink down. So keep the hips neutral, but sink your chest down between your shoulders and then push up, spreading out between the shoulder blades. Draw the shoulder blades down towards your waist. And then come back to neutral and then sink the chest down. Pushing up through the palms, feel the shoulder blades spreading around towards your ribs, and then draw the shoulder blades down your back. Just bring your awareness to your spine and your core here. So now we're going to do forearm plank. So you can have your arms like Sphinx, so your forearms are parallel, and make sure they are parallel so your elbows aren't turning out. So you want elbows and wrists parallel, or you can have clasp your hands in front of you, but you still want to make sure that when you lift up your hips that you're making sure that your elbows are under your shoulders, so whichever feels better for you. So then walk your feet back, lower the hips, squeeze the ankles and the thighs towards each other, press up through the elbows. Feel that punching up between the shoulder blades, reach the crown of the head forward. Squeeze your hips, outer hips a little. If you can, start to walk your toes in. Intense through the shoulders, so you can put your knees down if you need to. Walk your feet back, lower the knees down, come into puppy again. Take the arms forward, lower the head. Okay, then walk your hands back to tabletop. And we're going to do that again. Come down onto your forearms. This time you are going to clasp your hands. You're going to lift your hips into plank, forearm plank. Press up through the elbows, spread through the shoulders, through the shoulder blades, can't think of the word. So don't have your hips too high here, but equally you're not bananaing down. Squeeze the outer hips. Walk your feet in, so lift your hips a little. And if you can either stay here, or if you can, you're going to dip forward, bring your chin over your fist, and back up again 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All the time pressing up through the elbows, and then bring your knees down wide. Sit back in child's pose. Bring your arms behind you. Same thing if you need to wiggle the wrists, clench, unclench. Okay, then coming up to sit for a moment. We're just going to do a little flow. So come into down dog. Roll forward into plank. Lower to chaturanga, stop there, press back up, lift the hips, come back into down dog. How are we all doing? Roll forward into plank, hold it, 2 breaths. Squeeze the outer hips, squeeze the thighs, the shins towards each other. Inhale, lifting into down dog. Lift the right leg up, point the toe, roll into plank. This time the toes pointing, and then lift back up into down dog, lower the right leg. Take 1 breath. Inhale, lift the left leg, point the toe, roll forward into plank. Keep that left leg the level of the hips, and then lifting back up, come back into down dog. Roll forward into plank, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, press back up, lift the hips, down dog. Take a vinyasa, so roll forward, lower into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Bring your left knee behind your left wrist with the toes pointing across and down to the other side of the mat. Cross the right knee, so the right knee comes behind the right wrist, crossing at the ankles, and sit back. So point your toes so you can roll over your feet. Bring your feet out in front. Okay, lying back. Bend your knees. Press your arms beside you. Inhale, press the lower back down. Lift your hips into bridge. So really pressing through the arms, lifting, feel the chest lift, core squeezing, and then lift your right leg, point the toe, keep the thighs parallel. Keep squeeze through the hips, press through the left heel, and then lower the right leg, lowering down through the vertebrae. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, press the lower back into the mat. Exhale, lift the hips. Squeeze the thighs to the midline, dig the right heel into the mat, press through the arms, lift the left thigh parallel with the right. So trying to squeeze through the glute, keep the hips level, then lower the left foot. Exhale, lower through the vertebrae. Take the arms wide. Roll the knees in towards your chest. And then just rolling, tick-tock, bring them so your palms are facing down, the arms wide. Bring the knees in towards the right armpit. Inhale, lift the knees back, squeeze them back to center, lower them into the left armpit. Inhale, just rolling over to the other side. Exhale, 1 more. Bring the knees back to center and just come for a moment to lie on your front. Take the arms wide, at shoulder height, palms down. Put your left cheek on the mat. Bring your right hand beside, in front of your face, and then roll over onto your left side. Lift the right knee, touch the toes or the foot, the right foot behind you. So use your right hand to roll over that left shoulder. So stretching out through the front of the left shoulder. Inhale, rolling back over, and then the other side. So placing the right arm with the palm down, turn onto your right cheek. Left hand comes beside your face, then roll onto your right side. Touch the left toes down or the foot. Use the left hand to help the rotation. And then inhale, rolling back onto your front, and come to sit. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your thighs. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste.